Good morning, students. This is Shiba. Now, we are going to discuss about the microprocessor and microcontrollers Unit 3 I/O interfacing. So, in this unit, we are discussing about the types of interfacing available like memory interfacing, serial communication interface, parallel communication interface, ADC and DAC interface, keyboard display interface and all. Now we are going to discuss about another major type of interrupt controller, that is 8259 programmable interrupt controller. So why this interrupt controller is an important device? Let us take a real-time example. Interrupt. Yes, what is mean by this interrupt? Hope now you are clear in about the concept of interrupt, as we have discussed a lot about this in the first unit itself. Interrupt is nothing but we are giving some subroutine or sub request when a main program is being processed. For example, if I'm talking to person 1 and if a person 2 want to communicate with me, he suddenly gives me a question I need to communicate. So he is an interrupt to our communication. Person 1 and person A are speaking and person 2 is interrupting. So I need to find what person 2 need is, and I have to complete that need, and after that I will return again back to the person 1 to communicate. So this is the real time example of our interrupt. Here, this IC is designed to simplify the implementation of interrupt interface in 8088 and 8086 based microcomputer systems. So this device is known as Programmable Interrupt Controller, PIC, and it is a 28-pin dual-in package manufactured using NMOS technology. This operation is programmable under software control, and it can be configured for a wide variety of applications, as we have seen now. It is treated as peripheral in microcomputer system, and it adds 8 vectored priority encoded interrupts to the microprocessor. So regarding the features, it has the ability to accept level triggered and edge triggered input, and cascade and expand from 8 to 64 interrupt input is accessible using this is possible using this 8259 interrupt controller. It has the ability to be configured to implement a wide variety of priority schemes. Talking about this 8259 PIC controller, that is programmable interrupt controller, as you can see in this diagram 1, the pins corresponding to 18 to 25 up to 8 hardware interrupt devices can be supported. So this IR0 to IR7 represent the interrupt request. So it supports up to 8 hardware interrupts. The processor is interrupted whenever the interrupting device delivers a signal to the 8259. So you can see the corresponding pin working. D7 to D0 data bus pins. As I have mentioned, I0 to I7, IR0 to IR7 corresponds to interrupt request input. Read pins, write pins, interrupt output contacts, interrupt acknowledgement pins, address pins, chip select pin, slave program and enable buffer is a dual function pin available here. So you can see the block diagram of this 8259. It consists of separate sections like data bus buffer, read write control logic, cascade buffer comparator, control logic, interrupt service register, priority resolver, interrupt request register, interrupt mask registers. So here is the detailed explanation of the each and every block. First, the data bus buffer and read write control logic signals are used to interface to the 8086 microprocessor. Of course, this 8259 act as an interface between our 8086 microprocessor and external peripheral devices. For example, if I am connecting 8 devices to my processor at a time, I cannot communicate at a time. I can communicate based on priority or else based on the importance which I am choosing. So this interrupt controller act as a bridge between the microprocessor and peripheral device. And talking about this Interrupt service register, priority resolver, interrupt request register. This subsystem handles all the external interrupt request. Yes, whenever I give request from the peripheral, external peripheral devices, all these are handled by using this interrupt request register, and it accepts and stores the actual interrupt request from external interrupting devices. In service register, especially this block identifies the current interrupt that are serviced by the processor, and the ISR acts as a buffer between this interrupt request register and the 8086 for storing the temporary data. Priority resolver block act as a bridge to solve the priority issues. For example, as I have mentioned, if you are connecting 8 devices at a time, 8 devices cannot communicate at a time, but based on the request they have given, which device has given the request at first, which device is giving the next request. So based on their priority, it will be giving the signal to access the processor. Interrupt mask register mask interrupt lines based on the programming by the processor. It prevents masked interrupt lines from interrupting the processor. And you can see cascade buffer comparator, which allows the cascading multiple 8259 controllers in a master slave configuration. Yes, you can connect 8259 controller, many controllers as a master and slave devices, which I have clearly depicted using the diagram. First device will be acting as the master device and second device will be acting as the slave device. So here the signals are generated based on the request. You will be cascading the two ICs using the cascade pins, so that first 8259 will be acting as the master and second one will be acting as the slave, but you can use more interrupt pins for communicating. And the corresponding to the programming of 8259A, initialization command word pins are available. Operation command words are also available. You can see the initialization command word 1. Yes, it has LTM, level triggered mode, edge triggered mode. Corresponding to the command word 2, it has T3 to T7 interrupt vector address. Command word 3, it has slave input as well as corresponding slave accessing table, and corresponding to the output command word. So interrupt mask are depicted in this diagrammatic tabulation. So these are all about the interrupt control register, and this output command word selects the register to be read, the operation of the special mask register and poll command, whether if there are many requests, polling process will be taken out and interrupt will be selected based on the priority basis. So these are all about the interrupt controller. And moving to the real-time example, first, if I am having a main computer, for example server, I am connecting clients to that server. For example, I am connecting 10 clients, client computers to a server. I need to communicate, these 10 clients need to communicate to the server at a time. So at a time communication is not possible. So for what priority I go means, I will be communicating using this 8259. So this interface will be connected between the main processor as well as my subprocessor, co-processor, which external peripheral devices which need to communicate with the main processor. So a queue is created based on FIFO RAM. So I will be storing the priority. I will be giving the request based on the priority. I will be storing the all the interrupt request in that queue. I will be serving the each and every computer based on the interrupt request received first and based on the priority, and finally I will be serving every computer and complete my entire request. So this is the major implementation of interrupt controller. It acts as usual we have seen, it acts as a bridge between our microprocessor as well as the external peripheral devices. So this is about the interrupt controller. If you have any doubts in this, you can ask me and get the details. Thank you.